What's up, desktopers? Xavier Wills here for Desktop Bodybuilding, and this is my live stream of the finals of the 2023 New York Pro. Hope you guys enjoy following along with this one. There is a live pay-per-view. The link is in the description below. Get on that if you want to watch along and discuss it in the comments, and basically use my commentary to basically decide this battle between Stuart Sutherland and Tonio Burton. It's down to the final two. You guys can let me know in the comments who you guys have winning this one. Let me know your thoughts. Who do you have winning, Tonio Burton or Stuart Sutherland at the 2023 New York Pro Finals? Also got a bunch of other division results as well, and I'll show you guys who won the 212, who won the women's physique, who won the classic physique, and all that in this video, as well as we have some breaks. So all that plus much more coming up in this one, guys. Hope you enjoy the live stream of the 2023 New York Pro on Desktop Bodybuilding. What's up, desktopers? Xavier Wills here for Desktop Bodybuilding, and we are back with another video. If you are watching live or on replay, give the video a thumbs up, smash that like button, also subscribe and hit the notification bell button, because we'll be having more content from the 2023 New York Pro. And before the men's opener on stage, we have a figure on stage right now at the finals of the New York Pro. Before that, we will go through these photos courtesy of NPC News Online. I did this in another video as well, so if you want a really succinct version of that, you can head over to my channel and find that. It goes for about 15 minutes, probably about 10 minutes maybe. And it's got the open, it's got a little bit of a 212, and also the classic physique as well. Let me know if you'd like me to do like 1 minute little video wrap-ups as well that go up as YouTube shorts and whatnot as, too. But make sure you like the video. Let's try to get as many people as we can in this live stream. Get the conversation going. And let me know in the comments now. Who do you have winning, Tonio Burton or Stuart Sutherland? Also, let me know if my audio is alright on this one as well. Hopefully it is. I had a few issues on the last one and had to re-upload it. And still got some good support from you guys though. So I appreciate the desktopers on this one. But let's go through these poses, because these guys are pretty damn impressive, both of them. But for me, it's a reasonably clear 1-2. So let me open this up a little bit bigger. When start? Well, this stream started. Audio sounds good. Thank God. Mr. Pepperhot, shout out. The men's open should start somewhat soon. I mean, there might be one more division prior to the men's open possibly, but yeah, thank God the audio is sounding good. Crohn's Lifter, shout out. But let's go through these poses, and you guys can let me know pose by pose as we go through this who you have winning. I'll show a few of the other guys as well, because there are plenty of good guys in this lineup. Front relax looks ridiculous. Let me know what you think on that, because Stu has these like really sort of dense looking legs, and they are big legs as well. When he holds them in different poses, they actually look bigger. But Tony's just look rounder and bigger here overall. But there is a bit of an angle. Stu's slightly closer to the camera. You can see Tony's a little bit further away. So yeah, this one's clearly Tonio for me. Clearly Tonio as well. I feel like Stu's posing's just hurting him a little. He poses very professionally, very certain in each pose, but I think he'd hold his front double bicep even better. Although he does look great, but Tonio just looks like a literal, he looks like one of those AI photoshopped cartoon characters. He looks like someone if they photoshopped their legs out heaps and push their waist in, and he just looks like a Photoshop bodybuilder. But we know this is reality. This is no Photoshop. So shout out to Tony for looking photoshopped. This one as well, you'd think someone cinched his waist in and pulled the quads out. It's just not the case. Stu's still looking dense and looks pretty decent on that pose. A little washed out through the midsection. So I mentioned that before. I'd like him to change his posing a little bit, but still, he looks good. Side chest, Tonio's. Now this one's a little bit closer. I've found other photos of this. Oh, that's weird. Yeah, YouTube are not sending notifications to you guys for some reason for my videos. That's a little frustrating. Hopefully it picks up a little bit, because I've only got 92 on here so far. So if you like the video, if you comment, it's going to help out the video and help get more of this stuff for you guys on Desktop Bodybuilding. But I think this pose is actually a lot closer. I've seen a few other images, so I'd say this is pretty damn close. Here's a cross of Dexter and Bonac. Yeah, we'll check this out actually. I can't pop two up at the same time. Yeah, Let me just quickly Photoshop this for you guys. Dexter next to Tonio in that side chest. I need to do this for you guys because it's pretty crazy how similar they actually look. I put this in my video that I put up before. Dexter next to Tonio. You guys will be like, wow, okay, that's similar. Put Dexter there. And I'll get a side chest of Tonio. I'm sure I've got one here somewhere. I'm showing you guys one on the screen, actually. So let me put this on here. It's pretty incredible how close they are. I'll just insert Dexter into this picture. It's pretty, yeah, it's pretty amazing. All right, put Tonio there. Get Dexter. Oops. So I'm just photoshopping an image of Dexter next to Tonio. You guys will appreciate this one. It's a very quick, dodgy edit, but you'll get the idea. Oops, wrong one. This is what I do for you guys on the fly. Okay, so this is pretty similar size-wise, I think. In terms of height, I probably made Dexter a little big there. They are so similar. It's pretty wild. Actually, I probably haven't made Dexter big enough there. I'll just make him a little bit bigger. Here we go. All right, let me just crop this. I'm completely wrecking my template that I've got here for my images, but I don't really care, to be honest. Just give me 1 second, guys, and I've got this photo of Dexter right next to, hopefully I'm not slowing my computer down here for the stream. I probably am. As long as I don't have the audio issues, you guys can let me know. I haven't opened the comments for a second now. All right, 1 second, 1 second. Just changing my brush size. All right, I've got an image here of Dexter and Tonio Burton side by side, and you guys can let me know if they have any similarities. I'll post this later on Instagram too, for those watching later, if you just want to see it on there. Dex, Tonio, save on this computer. Dexter Jackson has some crazy muscle. I remember seeing it in person, like him signing autographs in Australia, and he had his arm out in front of me, and it was like his insertions went in so far. Tonio's 31, for those asking. All right, let me show you now. I've got to totally get rid of what I've put up on the screen, but it's worth it. It's definitely worth it. I'll try to pull up these same images with, actually, stuff it. Let me just open this. Oh, wrong one. My computer's going a little bit slow in terms of when I save images from actually showing up in my Finder. Here we go. All right, let me share this. I've got to stop the screen share for a second, and now I've got a photo of Tonio next to the blade Dexter Jackson. I think you guys will like this one. So check that out. How similar are these two dudes' physiques? Like, honestly, that is so similar. It's actually almost incredible. They have similar midsections overall. Like, it's insane. Yeah. Great top two. Tonio takes it. Stu for the win. Side chest Stu. I've got a poll up now too, guys, so vote in that and let me know your thoughts. I've also got a poll up in the community tab, so if you want to vote on that one as well, and I've got photos of them up in a photo poll, so you can check that out. If Stu would have come in more conditioned, it would have been his. That's some ELR. I'm not sure about that. I'm not sure. Mr. Pepperhot says side chest, I'm guessing. Stu, Tonio looks too narrow up top. You can get a little fuller up top, I reckon. Is this a recap of the pre-judging, or is this the final desktop bodybuilding? This is the finals. So this is the finals. So we are watching this one live. Hopefully I didn't put in there, but it's a recap of the prejudging. If I did put it somewhere in there, like copy and pasting the thing, then just let me know. Yeah, Tonio's muscles are cartoonish, definitely. Me personally, I think it's going to be quality over quantity, which I'm guessing you're going for Tonio. That's Tonio right now next to Dexter Jackson, if you guys are just joining me. Just such a similarity to the 2008 Mr. Olympia, multiple-time Arnold Classic champion. Alex Chris Martin, Tonio has cartoon character proportions, man. Yeah, it's insane. He looks like an AI. And right now, I'll just check back in with what's going on the live stream right now. I'll actually make that so that screen pops out. So I've got it up. So got the figure on right now, the pro figure. I'm guessing the men's open bodybuilding are probably next. So stay tuned for that. And let me get back on this stream. And I'll be checking as well for any new images, videos, and whatnot going up on Instagram as well. So I can bring the quickest, best quality stuff to you guys. So a quick check. Then we'll go through the rest of these poses for the boys. All right. What do you guys think about this? Dex would smoke Tonio any time of the week, but in this lineup, it's Tonio's unless he's done any secret grapefruit hacks. Yeah, I mean, Dexter is like, yeah, this is 2014 Dexter, I believe, too, so it's not Dexter at his very best. So, yeah, I think Dexter, standing side by side with Tonio, would beat him right now, for sure. But, even the future, Kevin Clements, it's crazy. Who has won? It has not been decided yet. The finals is on right now, X James 14X. But not the men. The men haven't come out yet. The men's open, so they're still yet to come out. I've pulled an all-nighter too. It's almost 10 a.m., so I'm going hard on this. So I hope you guys like the video. If you appreciate the all-nighter. I've only got 150 people in this one. I don't know why that's happening. It's funny how Instagram just sometimes... I think if you go... I went live earlier, it messed up, and I went live again, and I think it just sort of goes, no, we've given you too many chances. But, yeah, I'll post this up on the gram and see if we can get a few more people in here as well. And guys, if you can post it up and share the link, that would be absolutely killer. Yeah, absolutely, Tommy John. It's quite remarkable. Similarities in their physique, in that shot specifically. Absolutely. Third place in the figure is Jennifer Ziners. She looks good. These women are amazing like right now. We're only announcing top 3, so I'm not sure if we're only going to get top 3 in the open today. Second place in the figure is Natalia Soltero. JF Dexter was 75 in that photo. That's hilarious. Yeah, it would have been interesting to see Carlos Thomas Jr., but he wouldn't have been at his best with his current health condition. So, but fully healthy, I think, yeah, he would have been very interesting to see in this lineup. Absolutely, no doubt. Now I'm going to show you guys. I'll just announce the winner of a figure. Maria Diaz wins the figure. Yeah, she looks incredible. All these girls have like amazing legs these days. Even the figure girls have bigger legs. And it says only top 3 prize money. Sheesh. I don't know if it's just top 3 prize money, but maybe that's the case. Maybe that's why. But normally it's top 5 in these shows, I believe. But maybe not. Maybe not. I'm not sure. I'll show you guys the 212 winners while we wait for the open, guys. The live stream has started, yes. I'm going to show you guys the 212 top 2. Kerif Badjo. He is he's the winner of the 212 2023 New York Classic. Looked really, really good. As you can see here, as he turns to the back, it's good, you know. He's definitely tight enough, you know. I think he can come in better. I don't know what it was. I don't know if he can be just a bit drier or what it is, but he has a nice look to the muscle. But I think I've seen him better. And now I found out what happened to Noel Adame. He actually came to the show, and the lightest he could get down to was 217, so he didn't bother weighing in and just didn't bother competing. But he actually travelled to the show. He's an international competitor. So I don't know why Noel Adame would not just decide to jump into the Open and just give it a go, because I think he would have been top 5. Now this is his second place finish in the 212, so I think that's ridiculous. Noel Adame didn't even do it, and I think Noel at his best probably could have, would have, should have won this show, but would he have been at his best? You don't know. I believe we've got the top 10 about to come back out. I don't know if this is the men that are about to come out. This guy's name here. Where's the list? I keep forgetting this guy's name. Oh no, we're announcing, I think, some awards for the women's bodybuilding. Where's the 212 list? So that guy on the screen is Diego Montoya. Very, very good physique. Very, very impressive. He just could have posed a little bit better with a bit more surety. He looks a little unsure of himself. Like, you can even just see it in his face. And that, as a judge, you're not concentrating on that, but you will sort of notice it. But that's pretty incredible. He has some really, really good shots. If he can learn how to pose just a little bit better, I believe he's coached by Patrick Taub from what his post was that he put up. Like I said, something like came out of nowhere. And he looks phenomenal. This footage as well, courtesy of Gilco Productions. Someone says Diego almost has Nate Spears' exact quads. Let me just play that again. Go back to the Nate Spear quad lookalike. I think they're a bit different, to be honest. I think they come up a little bit higher, but I get what you mean. I just mentioned it, Noel Adame, he was the lowest he got down was 217 pounds, and he didn't even bother doing the Open, which I thought was weird. Travelled there and everything. Absolutely wild. Now the winner. Natalia Kovaleva wins the women's bodybuilding at the New York Pro. I'll get a screenshot for you guys. Yeah, I think even some of these women's physique girls, like some of the bigger ones, could have jumped into this women's bodybuilding and probably won it. So it's someone says, yeah, his glutes look plastic for some reason. Yeah, they do. But yeah, I think some of these women's physique girls could probably do, taking nothing away from these women's physique girls on stage right now, but there's some of the women's bodybuilding girls, like the winner's pretty impressive. That front double bicep, it's pretty wild. Let me try to get a quick screenshot of, she just changed her pose. I'll get the winner on her own. All right, so let me play. For those who are just joining as well, this is Tonio Burton next to Dex Jackson, your 2008 Mr. Olympia, but this is him in 2014. But you look at the similarities there, especially the way their glute and ham quad sort of tie-in. It just reminded me a lot of Dexter, and when I looked at it, I go, yeah, that's, not exactly the same, but pretty similar. But let me pull up the winner of the women's bodybuilding. Just need to update this. And I'll pull up some photos of the Opens men as well, because I believe they'll be coming out again soon. Bring up some photos for you guys of the recent happenings. All right, those two. And a lot of Korean fans out there as well want to know what happened with Yang. He placed 5th, so I'll bring up a photo of him too, just for you guys. Thought I had photos here courtesy of NPC News Online, but let me try to find them. Oh, that's my desktop photos. Never mind, guys. About to have Open Men's Bodybuilding coming out. So Slavoj Bednar did not make the top 10. He just got announced. They're bringing out all the guys that did not make the top 10. I believe I have photos of Slavoj. Leonardo Delfino, someone. I'm going to bring up a ton of photos of these guys, so when they're on stage, I can at least bring up photos and I'll discuss them. Okay, I'm going to open these because these guys are going to be coming out individually. Marius Tomzuk did not make the top 10 as well. So you got some guys that would have been definitely on the cusp right there. All right, I'm going to share some photos of these open guys from prejudging, and then when they're on, I'll take some more, especially if guys have changed dramatically as well. Tonio Burton is the first man on stage, and I'll be letting you guys know how he's looking. That Slavov, he missed out on the top 10, but obviously Eric Wood made it. Let me try to find some Tonio Burton. He just hit a front lat spread, so he just hit this one. I'm trying to compare that now. Having a look at these shots, how they look side by side. I've got to say, he's looks to me very similar, very, very good. He probably looks a little bit better, if anything. It's very similar. It's a very, very similar look. Wow, it was a very quick posing routine. That was like the quickest routine ever. I wish Tonio was on stage longer. I need to talk to Tonio. I would offer him free posing. I used to do that for a living and have people pay me, so. Michael Lucy's on stage right now. I'll try to find a photo of him. I believe I've got one here somewhere. I believe I do. So this is Michael Lucy, who's on stage right now. He makes the top 10 in his pro debut, so he's got to be definitely happy with that. His conditioning is sort of a standout. So he's got to be happy with this as a pro debut. I didn't actually predict Mike in my top 10, so I think he'll be sort of around that. Yeah, his conditioning definitely, he's going to out-condition guys. He's not the prettiest physique, but he's definitely going to out-condition guys. So he's done incredibly well in his pro debut. That side chest shot's a great one for him as well. He just hit that side chest shot, but he's hitting right here. If he can bring up a little bit more back, a little bit more arms, like he can end up doing pretty well. Tommy John says, my wife said my routine is much shorter. Has Stu's chest and abs always been flat, or is it just this show? Sometimes you can just be washed out a little bit. Now, Josef Kveton is on stage right now. Let me pull up a photo of him. He's got a few of this guy. There he is. Big Kveton. The Big Kef, as he's known to by his mates. I have no idea. He actually looks fuller at finals. But the camera's reasonably zoomed out right now, so. When he pulls his elbows back as well, he probably pulls them back a little bit too far and closes his back off too. And because he's a tall guy, it sort of flattens his back out a lot. And when he's doing his back double bicep, then his traps actually looked a little bit stuck together. So I'd like to see him hopefully fix that up a little bit at least. As you can see there, yeah, it looks a little bit, see, pushed together. I'd like him to push those elbows out to the side. I don't know if that's a posing thing or if it's just he needs more development through there. But I'd say he looks a little bit fuller tonight. Just a little bit sharper, I think. Or it could be because he's getting in slightly different light as well. But, I mean, it's a very similar package. It's very, very similar to this. It's not his best shot there, actually. At least he's not sitting on his leg quite properly. He's got long legs, so the fact he's able to have legs like that is pretty impressive. Joe Seeman is the next on stage. If this is not an all-time best Joe Seeman, it's definitely very close to it. This is what I've been like wanting to see from Joe Seeman on stage. He's going to be top 5 here, and yeah, it's an impressive look. Red Loop, Josef the Viking. Yeah, you've always got that one. Is that a copy paste? You gotta let me know. 60 seconds max in the free posing round. Ask Milos, lol. Is it 60 seconds max these days? It's like the posing routine's being completely diminished. I don't even know why they bother with it that much. It's just sucks. Like, you want to be, I used to get excited most of the posing routines more than the comparisons in bodybuilding. I always liked to see what people were doing, and it was like sort of exciting, but now it's all comparisons. I want to see the rest of it, you know. I want to see, yeah, I don't know. I just like all the other side of it, the artistic side, but that might just be me. This, see here, now Joe actually looks, yeah, you're getting a side angle here of what he looks like at finals. He looks really crisp. So yeah, he's going to beat some people, definitely here, obviously. Beat more people than I actually predicted him to beat, so he's one of those ones that has, I think, exceeded expectations of his show. It'll be interesting between him and Josef to see who wins. It's going to be, yeah, it's going to be really interesting because I'm leaning towards Joe, but it is somewhat close. Now, Nate Spears on stage right now. This is an all-time best Nate Spear, no doubt about it. Looks really, really good. Does he need a little bit more muscle in a few places? Yes. But he has a pretty cool, like, throwback sort of physique, a unique physique. And yeah, he's just got overall good structure. This is where he needs a bit more to fill out overall. But he's a taller guy too. He doesn't look necessarily tall by this photo, but I believe he is a little bit taller than your average. So yeah, Nate Spear looking really good. He's got green trunks on tonight. The blue and green both look good. Good tan. It's pretty good lighting at this show. I like the fact that there's no stupid backdrop. I'd like it to be even more black, but it's good because you can actually see the physique. The stream's really good. It's not overpriced. It's great. Red Loop, no copy paste, just a fan of the guy's graininess. Absolutely. Respect it. Here we go from Scott. He says, Stu's pecs look so big in person. At prejudging, his chest was #1 on stage. That's it. That's what can happen with the lighting sometimes. It can really sort of sway things in terms of the way people look, you know? So if we've got to tan the head, which one's that? Was that Joe Seeman or was that Stu weak abs compared to Tonio? It's funny. It's give me more of your perspective if you were there in person. Why is posing such a constant issue? Most of these guys have been training for 10 years and it's only 8 poses. Master 1 a year or something. It's a red one, yeah. Good point. Good point. It's I think the thing is as well, when you're in your pro debut, I mean, I don't think Stu's competed like 20 times or anything like that, and you sort of learn different things. I've made mistakes posing, and you've got one opportunity on stage. It's not like you can just fix it and go straight back up on stage, but when people do it for years on end, they do 40, 50 shows, it's like you should probably be getting it right by that point. But I've got to tell you, you go to an amateur comp and you see how much better pros are at posing, it's generally a lot better. This is from Reynolds. How was Silverback Deb's package in the Open? It was good. It just needed more conditioning, I believe. That was the main issue for me. So Nate Spear looked super pissed at prejudging not being in the top 6. Yeah, because he was battling in the middle. He probably thought he's going to get moved up, but Maxx Charles got moved up into that sort of top group. We want to see Sergio Jr. compete. Hopefully that's coming very soon. He's looking good. So we have Robin Strand on stage right now. I'll bring up some photos of him. He's doing his posing routine currently. That pose is looking pretty good. He's got a very sort of unique shape. He still needs to add more muscle to be at his best. He's got a bit of ab separation and whatnot, but this is looking pretty damn gnarly. This is by far his all-time best. So Robin has to be really happy with what he's brought to the stage. He's not going to win the battle of the Canadians in this one between him and Joe Seeman, but this is definitely an all-time best Robin Strand, so he's got to be happy. And Dorian Hamilton, his coach, has done a phenomenal job with him, and he's told me how hard of a worker that Robin is, so he can definitely hang his hat on that. And Robin seems like a really good dude. I'll have to get him on the channel at some point soon for sure. Now we've got Stu on stage right now for his posing routine at the 2023 New York Pro in the finals. You guys can let me know what you think. I've got a poll going right now. Now his tan maybe looks a little darker tonight. So I think it's a bit better overall. I'd say it's been redone. But he hasn't had the opportunity to sweat yet. And it goes to show what importance like skin preparation is for these contests. It matters so much. But you see here, he looked pretty good in terms of his chest popping and all that. Like, he didn't look too washed out. But it was like when he got in the lineup, I don't know if he's wiped himself down or his tan started running. But it just seemed to wash out a little bit through here. But it looks better there. But he's obviously been compared with Tonio Burton too. Now, does Stu look better tonight? I just saw him do a back double. Does he look better? I don't think I can say he looks better. Like, there's nothing dramatically where I'm like, he's better. That's Brent Swansen. He probably looks about the same, but he looks better than the end of prejudging. So he looks like about what you're seeing on the screen right now. He looks pretty crisp in this photo. I don't know. So yeah, Stu's impressive. He's definitely top 2 here, no doubt. No doubt in my mind. But you never know, it's bodybuilding. Weird things happen. Kevin, you're saying, yeah, Xavier, yes, please get Coach Robin on for an interview. Would enjoy that. I'll make sure I get him on. Don says, have you put up the high definition photos? This wouldn't even be close. Which high definition photos are you talking about? I'm trying to trying to find the video. Hopefully Gilco, the main man, the legend, the man, the myth, the legend, puts up some of his expert stuff. Let me see if any of it's up. Because maybe he's putting it up in the finals, possibly. I don't believe so. Dude's busy. He puts so much up over weekends. Alright. So right now we have Brent Swansen on stage. This man here, as you're seeing on your screen. I'm trying to find my way back to you guys' comments. I don't know where I am right now. Okay, here we go. So yeah, Brent Swansen looked really good. We've got Eric Wood on stage right now. Let me just skip a few ahead. So I'll be able to judge if he's better than last night or the same. Well, actually not last night, this morning, your guys' time. Last night for me. So see that same pose. Is he better? Is he discernibly better? That same pose. He's not fuller, I wouldn't say. Now he's hitting a back shot. Let me see if it's any drier in the legs. He's maybe a little bit more crisp in the back. But yeah, it just looks like he's got a bit more on the glutes, to be honest. I don't know if that's just spilling over or if it's just he needed a little bit more in his prep because he's really conditioned, you know, in the abs. He's really, really tight. Good separation in quads, just needs a little bit more in the hams and glutes. Jang got 5th in the 212. Oh, whoops. This one. Jang got 5th in the 212. So Maxx Charles is coming out on stage now. It'll be interesting to see how he's looking because he can look so imposing on stage at times, like crazy. Do I have photos of Maxx Charles on here? Sure I do. Or did I not select them? Here we go. So he's hitting front double bicep right now. How does he look in comparison? He's hitting a front lat spread, about to hit one. Okay, I'd say Max is maybe marginally better. But it's how much, you know, how much you're going to change between days, but it's about to hit a side chest. Yeah, I'd say Max is a little bit better. Just a little bit. Now, this is where he falls down. I want to see him hit a back double bicep. I don't know if he will in his routine, but I want to see it. And guys, if you're just joining, make sure you click the like button, subscribe, all that good stuff. I might have to get a drink in a second. I'll make sure it is only like 1 to 2 minutes. I'll be as quick as possible. Yeah, Max looks good. He hits the most muscular and he looks pretty wild. I'm going to take a screenshot of this. He hits it for like half a second. Yeah, the lower back, yeah, it has gone a fair bit. Yeah, the quality is good. Quality of the stream is good. Quality of competitors is good. I'm just more excited for these shows to be compiling because Tonio's still meant to do the Cali next week, and he's going to be up against Ross Flanagan in that one. Who knows? Imagine if Sergio Oliva Jr. jumps in that as well. I mean, that would be next level. I mean, I haven't heard anything on his travel, like anything 100%, so we don't know what will be happening there, but, you know, there could be a whole bunch of guys. So I think Patrick Moore's doing it. So it's going to be an even more exciting lineup. And if we've got Stu in there again, maybe Stu can improve more and, you know. What's up, Jose Bar? I'm butchering that. 320 watching and only 60 likes. Come on, guys. Come on. And I had a lot more run through this stream as well. So right now we have some comparisons. We have call outs. So how is Tonio and Stu looking next to each other? I'd say Stu is marginally tighter in the midsection. Marginally tighter than he was last night. Hitting a front double. I'm going to have these coming at you guys, so make sure you stay tuned. Max is looking big, but he's creeping over that line, so it's hard to tell what's what. He looks like an absolute monster in this lineup, though, hitting these front shots. Saying Maxx Charles is done. Yeah, I mean, I don't know if he'll ever be back to what he was ever at his very best. Yeah, next week definitely might be better. See how the back double looks. I'll compare this one. Stu and Tonio. Looks like more of a fair straight on shot, although Stu is slightly forward of a stage compared to Tonio. Just slightly. Tonio wins that backlight spread though. I'll move this one off Maxx Charles' back. Guys, this is the guy I think is going to take this show, to be honest. Ab Pilot, see if Tonio fixed. Yeah, he looks like he's got his waist back a little bit more this time. I didn't quite get it at the right time, but I don't know if you watched my video or what. Hitting most muscular. Tonio looks better in this pose as well than he did last night. Yeah. I think this is Tonio's show. Gotta be honest with you guys. Yeah. Yes, I would consider coming to the US to cover the Olympia. Absolutely. It'd be awesome. I'd love to do it. I don't know if I've got that many fans, but it'd be very, very cool. I'd love it. Tonio, clear winner. It isn't even close. Maxx Charles is dating my mum. Is that real? Tonio is the best bodybuilder here and wins. Yeah, it's going to be hard to see anyone else beating Tonio Burton. He looks next level. Hopefully the stream's coming through okay, because I've just got a little lower signal thing on my computer right now, so hopefully it's not affecting the stream too bad. Fingers crossed. Oh, what's up, Levi? Super chat. $9.99, my man. Thank you. Appreciate it. Much love. Do you want anything for that? Do you want a question? Do you want an impersonation of Milos? A shout out of Milos's voice? People tend to like that. I've got a second call out here, which I'll get a screenshot of. Oops. We've got Robin Strand and Nate Teller in the middle. Brent Swansen, Mike Lucy on the other sides of them. Then we've got Shlavov. I didn't think he was in the top 10. But maybe we've got more than the top 10 here. I don't know. Yeah, they seem to have more than the top 10 here, so I'm a little confused why they've got... Yeah, I don't know. Unusual. Anyway, Levi, did you want anything for that? Just thanks for the super chat, man. If you do want anything, I'll try to remember it. Shout out or anything like that. Shout out for anyone. I'll leave it up just because you're a good dude. I mean, Jose Bar. I mean, I don't know what you're talking about, but my client Samson, I believe he did dominate this lineup. I mean, come on. I mean, these guys are great, but when you look at a full round muscle belly, it's I mean, come on. What do we want? We don't want to date these guys down. I mean, dry. Hope that was all right. I'm losing my voice, so I don't know if it's good for me to do a Mills impersonation. Oh, I want to do the... Oh, my God. The Hyper-EP Advantage protocols. I mean, it's one of the tried and true programs out there. I mean, come on. Dennis, you know? You want the correct hyperemia insulin protocols. I mean, it's really shuttles the glycogen into the muscle. I mean, you know, what is glycogen? It's water and carbohydrate. I mean, what is the most pure form of carbohydrate? It's glucose. So, I mean, we used to use these high molecular weight molecules to get it in there. But, I mean, what is the most pure form and the most easiest form to convert to glycogen? It's a glucose. I love Milos. I mean, I don't know if I can do that one. I got to hear him say it. I got to hear him say it. They still seem to be doing callouts for guys outside the top 10, so I might have got that messed up, maybe. But they called out Shlavov for missing the top 10, so I don't know what's going on. I'm confused. Solidly confused. Lee Priest impersonation. It's probably easy for me because I'm Australian, but It feels like it's easy to do an American impersonation. I feel like I just want to swear too, and it's probably going to get me demonetized. I'll I'll try another time. Try to think of some Lee Priest quotes, and all I think of is like the C word and stuff. um, can I give a short assessment of the athlete new guys debuts if possible? So guys making their debut, new guys. Let me go through it a little bit. If we're really being honest with ourselves, um, but yeah, some new guys that are competing. Josef Kveton, the big man, as I'm calling him, because he is a big man. He's a tall guy. Let me find some photos of him. Oh, it seems like we've got the last call out. Oh no, the second last call out. It's the same one we saw before. Joe Seeman in the middle and Josef Kveton, and you got Eric Wood and Maxx Charles on the outside of them. So I'm going to get screenshots of them. So this is the Keft. Oh, they just zoomed out. How depressing. They were perfectly zoomed in on this. I've got to say though, this live stream has been next level good. 312 people watching. Let's get up there. Let's give it up to 500 before this wraps up. Get a couple of screen grabs of these guys. Get one from the back because we know that's a bit of a telltale spot for Maxx Charles, and also Joe Seeman looks really good in that back shot. I think Maxx Charles looks better from the back tonight. I've got to be honest. He's still losing that shot, but not by as large of a margin. So let me try to open this up for you guys. I'm running low on water. Because I hadn't slept, I'm dry. All right. Let me try to open some photos from this call out for you guys briefly. Let's see what I got. I've got some of his first call out too, so. All right. Let me quickly just share these news photos I've got for you guys. Oh, which one is it? Not that one. It's that one. So now we got the top two on stage, Stuart Sutherland and Tonio Burton. Both these dudes look next level. But Tonio is taking this one over. I've got to be honest. About to hit a side chest. We'll get a good comparison here. I'd still say, oh, Stu pulls it in. He sort of hit it a little bit better at the end actually, which I didn't quite capture, but he sort of did it like the old school way with the hands, you know, not grabbing the wrist. He sort of had his hands together, like turned the other way. Try to capture a bit more of this. For me, I mean, the rear lat spread looks a little closer tonight, but I just think that, yeah, it's going to be too much. Stu, do you know what I love about Stu? He seems to have changed his posing a little bit to suit this matchup. So he's obviously gone back and studied this. Yeah, Stu's definitely closed the gap a little bit, I'd say, right now. He looks much better than when he was at prejudging. Okay, so Stu's actually battling a little bit more now as it goes on. He's getting better, for sure. Wow. His crab most muscular is very good. Wow, that was good. This was the second last call out. You see Maxx Charles on the right there. I'll zoom in a little bit for you guys. Maxx Charles on the right there. But I'll go to this. I need to get this top two battle up. That was I think the second call out at prejudging. So these are the guys behind the Maxx Charles of the lineup. So Robin Strand and Nate Tello sort of battling out for that. Then you got Brent Swansen and Mike Lucy. We've got to be stoked on where they're finishing in this one. I mean, especially Mike Lucy more so. Brent Swanson's come top 5 in a show before, so that's all good, my man. No sleep. Team no sleep, which is not always healthy, but you know, it's all good. Now we have bikini on, so I'm going to take a quick little break in just a second. Pee break, drink break. It'll be for about 2 minutes. So make sure you guys stick around because I'll have the results coming here first. I'll do a little banner up before that, and I'll leave you guys with might leave you with a video of the. Actually, no, I don't want to do that. I'll see if quickly if there's any Gilco Productions video that's gone up. Because I want to bring you guys the best, so you can be entertained while I'm gone at least somewhat. No more Gilco stuff. I'll see if there's any other photos. Let me just quickly check. Milos just came up. Milos' stuff always comes up because I always love his stuff because I love Milos. But it's quite funny. It just made me laugh. Let me quickly check this out. Stop screen. Let me just. You guys have to see this because this is the hyperemia advantage. Secrets to the Pros diet. I remember I actually watched Milos. I had Milos Sarchev's Secret to the Pros DVD back in the day. I'm like 33 now, and I was probably 16 years old at the time. So I go back as being a fan of Milos, and now I've had him on my show and all that sort of stuff. Starchy complex carbs. Yeah. See how much 1 gram of protein everyone, that's per pound, to 1.5 grams, 1.5 grams athletes, 2 grams per pound. I think it's about 2 grams per pound there for bodybuilders. Starchy carbs. It talks about, yeah. So morning and before physical exercise. Yeah, and he talks about it there in the comments. I mean, I don't see why everyone complains about protein. Name one person to me that had kidney damage due to excessive protein. I mean, come on, name them, please. I mean, this is what I'm saying. I mean, Rani, did he have any issue with kidney failure? I mean, I don't think so. But anyway, I'm going to put the 212 guys up on the screen while I quickly. Actually, no, I can't even do that. I've got to do an ad break thing. Otherwise, actually, no, I can do that. I'll remove myself from this and I'll quickly add these guys to the stream and I'll be back in 2 minutes. So hopefully you're not left with dead air for too long on there. But let me do this for you guys now. All right, I'll be back in just a moment, guys. What's up, desktopers? I am back on the stream. Hope you guys didn't miss me too much. We have the men's open coming up very, very soon. What are you guys saying? Tonio is 31 years of age, so he has plenty of time. I'm pretty sure Tonio is not natural. Come on, guys. But yeah, so I've got an interesting post to actually show you guys. It's Tonio Burton at the 2022 Mr. Olympia compared to the 2023 New York Pro. And it's quite a difference. So check this out, guys. Let me just stop that screen and share this one with you guys. So check this out. This is Tonio Burton on the left, 2022 Mr. Olympia, and on the right, 2023 New York Pro. And also the results are coming up soon. I will have them on here. So if you are just joining us, stick around. The results will be up. And if you do want a special shout out, people saying I should call out fake gurus. I don't know. I don't know if I don't know. I've got Stu winning. Yeah, there's still some people on the side of Stu. Let me look up the poll results. I've got to open up the video, so hopefully it doesn't do anything to the stream. But I'll quickly go through this first. You guys get me distracted with these comments. It's good, though. I love it. Keep them coming. Where is... Okay, here we are. We're on page now. So it gets more evident as you go through more of these photos. So look how much more sort of like dense and filled out that is. And the glutes are popping way more as well. There's more detail, more deeper detail on the hamstrings and glutes. So he's in better condition overall. Back double bicep. It is hard to tell, but you can see the pop to the glutes and the hammies. Also, the lighting is a bit better here, so I will say that also. To me, this is the biggest noticeable difference. And I actually said as well in some of my videos, he needs to push his chest out and up. And he's done that. But look at the side leg difference. Now, are these scaled perfectly? Maybe not, but that side leg, the hamstring, I actually mentioned that, I believe, to his coach, Classic Blum, Dylan Blum, his coach. These is by Fernando Arroyo too, so shout out to his Instagram for putting this up. But that is a very solid improvement. Front lat spread. Hopefully you guys are seeing the right screen right now. I really hope you are. Yes, you are. Front lat spread. It is ridiculous now. It was always a good pose, but now it is ridiculous. So if Tonio keeps gaining at this rate, he is going to be like right up there. Right up there. And I've been saying this all along. I'd be a big fan of Tonio for this reason. He's number 3 at both contests. How about that? He's about 3 times better. And you can see here, like the quads are bigger, the midsection's tighter, maybe. The lats are popping more, which he really needed from the Olympia. Arms are probably somewhat similar, but that's not where he needed his mass. So you go through all of these. That one is crazy to me. He was not posing it properly here, but geez, he's just developed a completely new outer quad. So it's scary what he's done from the 22 Olympia last year to the 23 New York Classic this year. He's really made a big impact, you know, really big. So much more roundness to that pose too. The pose is actually, he's hitting it better too. He's got the shoulders pinned up a little bit here. That could be between poses, but wow, it's just such an improvement. So shout out to Tonio. I'm so happy for him. And the money from this contest as well is really going to help him. So if you are a sponsor out there watching this, reach out to Tonio. He's a great person. I think he's only going to go up, and I hope someone really picks him up. And I don't know if he has a current sponsor, so no disrespect to anyone who's currently sponsoring him, but whatever he's being paid, pay him more, because he is going to be a star of the future, and he's going to be right up there in the Olympia, I believe, at some stage. So what you guys saying in the comments? The X-frame is ridiculous. Kath says Patrick would not win this. Patrick Moore? I don't believe Patrick Moore would beat this Tonio Burton. It's very, very impressive. But you never know, Patrick Moore. I'm sure he'd like to prove people wrong for sure. This is one thing. Jimmy Shuriavo. Lighting looks better at the New York Pro than the Olympia. It's better for bodybuilding in terms of judging a physique and looking at a physique as a fan that's sitting at home. Not disagreeing there whatsoever. Phil Dabiod's on stage right now, about to present an award to Bikini Third, I think. Olympia production has always been horrible. I mean, I won't say it's horrible because the Olympia production is actually overall it's a big production. I think if you go there, it's pretty epic. Could there be things improved for the amount of money they spend? Probably. Yeah, the JMC says he improved in pretty much every area since the Olympia. Great outer quad, chest improvements. He gets better and better. Absolutely. Tonio is a freak. Eduardo Kawak lives on in spirit. You're talking about Stu? Back itself looked better at the Olympia from these pics. Let's go back. I believe it's the same bikini winner as last weekend. She looks awesome. I can't quite remember the name off the top of my head, and I wasn't listening, unfortunately. Sorry, guys. But the Olympia the New York Pro bikini top 3, they're all insane, these girls. It's crazy. All wearing red, too. Dark hair. See if I can get any of these guys on for a post-show wrap-up. Would you guys be keen for that? Let me know if you wanted me to try to get any of these guys on for a post-show wrap-up. Oops. She's got a daughter and she's bringing her daughter on stage, a bikini winner. It's crazy how these women have babies and that they go back to looking like perfect, like one of the craziest bodies in the world in terms of like amazing bodies that guys would probably like, you know. It's wild. Her daughter's cute. She's probably like 5 or 6 or something. Wild. Yeah, let's go to the back photo of Tonio Burton. The men, I think, are about to come up with the... Yeah, Easy Reef says, FitX imagery, fantastic stream. Absolutely. Apart from the fact that I paid for this 4 times, that's the only thing that I'm not loving. Okay, pro men's bodybuilding coming on stage. Sorry, I have to delay anything that I'm talking about at this point. I'm just gonna maybe stop that share and put up some images for you guys. So let me find where those images are. I don't even know where that is on my screen. Here we go. We're about to do a pose down. Is there any comparison shots in these ones that I've got? No, but we've got some Tonio Burton, which I think is going to be... I think this is our winner of the 2023 New York Pro. Let me know what you guys think. They're all doing a pose down right now. Let me know who you think's going to win. And let me know how you have it all placing. Who do you have in third place? Do you have Josef Kveton? I'll bring him up on the screen so you guys can see. Or do you have Joe Seeman? So I believe it's going to be probably one of those two guys. The big Kev. This is Josef Kveton. This is also Joseph. And then we've got Joe Seeman, who I think is one of his all-time best packages. I think Joe clearly wins the shots from the back against Joseph. Eric Wood, where do I have Eric? I'd have Eric probably in 4th or 5th. I actually was meant to write back to Eric before this show. Stu not in the pose down, someone's saying. Is he not in the pose down? Maybe he's just off to the side. Yeah, I can't see Stu in the pose down. Oh no, he was just off of the camera. They made it wider, but yeah, he was just off the camera at the side. Why am I not showing the stream? Because that would be copyright. And I'm not keen on having my channel banned. Sean Clarity's on stage to present one of the awards. Who's getting third, guys? Is it Joseph? Is it Joe Seeman? Is it Eric Wood? Eric Wood gets third. Wow, I got that wrong. I just thought by the callouts. Shout out to Eric Wood. Samson Dowder's on stage now, about to present an award. Oh no, maybe that was 5th place for Eric Wood. I just said 4th place for Joe Seeman. Sorry, I messed that up. Sorry. Eric might have been 5th, as I sort of predicted. But I thought Joe Seeman actually might have been 3rd, but it seems like Josef Kveton might get that one. Just asking a few people if they want to do post-show wrap-ups. I'll ask Milos himself. I'm sure he's there. Who else can I ask here? I'll ask Cormier. These guys are probably all busy. Jose's at the show. Josef Kveton. That's how they pronounced it there. So I was probably grossly wrong. Smear's doing some pose with him. Joseph has to be incredibly happy. He's got a big career ahead of him. Yeah, I think Nathan Dash will be asleep. It's like the worst time for him. It's probably like 4 in the morning. I have asked Milos, so you never know. Big Rami presenting second. Here it comes down to, so it's going to be Stuart Sutherland in second. And it is Stuart Sutherland in second. Huge news. That's a great effort. I mean, he's beaten some great bodybuilders. And I think he was a clear second in my eyes. Clear second. And that's nothing to be ashamed of. You might be right there, man. Nathan may well be out on VPS. This guy's been wrong about all his predictions. What's new? I predicted Tonio first and Stuart in second. It's not that bad. I had Joseph up there when most people didn't. Had Eric Wood in the top 5 as well. Didn't have Joe Seeman in the top 5, but I had 4 out of the top 5. Not bad. Not bad. So the champion of the New York Pro is this man, Tonio Burton. A funny story as well. Not that this is about me, but I was talking and harping on about Tonio doing this show, and I know his coach, Classic Blum, Dylan Blum, always watches this, and it put the idea in his head, and then he put it to Tonio and pushed Tonio to do this show. So without me banging on about Tonio to do this show, this contest could have been literally Stuart Sutherland winning this one and Tonio Burton sitting out and waiting until the Cali Pro, and who knows what will happen next week. So do you think Tonio will come on Bodybuilding University? I hope so. I've been trying to get him on this week, but we will get him on, definitely. I'll shoot Tonio a message now and ask him if he can jump on for 5 minutes or 2 minutes. So happy for Tonio. Like, could not be happier. This is awesome. He deserves it 110%. So Tonio needs to head to Canada after this woman's takeout Ian Valier. This woman's takeout. I don't know what that means. This win, not woman. Yeah, take out this win versus Ian Valier. I mean, it could happen for sure. Tonio's front lat spread is so next level. It's ridiculous. Congrats to Tonio. So happy. I just got to listen to his acceptance speech. He's saying his coach talked him into coming just then. That's cool. I've got a message from Dylan saying that me saying it got him to talk Tonio into doing it because it's a big title. I mean, it's big for him too. Tonio can do 3 wins: New York, Cali, Toronto. If I was Tonio, that's what I would do, because he's got 10K from winning this. He can get 10K potentially next week from winning the Cali Pro. He's got that New York Pro ring now, and then he can go to Toronto. Imagine getting 3 wins. I think it's so much more impactful than just 2. So congrats to Tonio. This is awesome. I'm going to be going live once again, most likely. I'm going to try to get as much good photos and everything as I can and get that ready before I do go live in probably about half an hour or so from now. And I'll try to get some of these guys, maybe some of these guys potentially if they're still awake, on the channel. But anyway, shout out to Tonio Burton for winning this contest. Stuart Sutherland coming in second. Third place was Josef Kveton. I'm pronouncing that wrong, I'm sorry. Then we had Seeman in fourth and Eric Wood in fifth. Sort of how I thought it would play out. Could have gone either way with Seeman and Josef Kveton. But anyway, congrats to all those guys that competed. This was awesome. Guys, let me know what you think about it in the comments. If you are watching on replay, if you are watching live, just give the video a thumbs up, smash that like button, and I appreciate your support, guys. It's been awesome. It's been real. I've been up all night, and it's almost 11 a.m. now, so I'm going to do a quick live and then probably hit the sack for a few hours, get some sleep, and be back up again, try to get some content out to you guys. So thank you so much for tuning into Desktop Bodybuilding. Subscribe and hit the notification bell button on the way out the door, because I'm going to be doing this all again next weekend and the weekend after, the Cali Pro and the Toronto Pro. Shout out to Muscle Tech for sponsoring the channel. If you do want to sponsor this channel, hit me up on Instagram in my DMs. I'm sure you can find me one way or another. So that's it for this one. For myself, Xavier Wills, this is Desktop Bodybuilding, and we are out.